Welcome to another episode of Get Out and Explore with John. Today we were just driving along and we are in Northeastern Maryland, and we came across this covered bridge here. It's called Gilpin Covered Bridge, and thought we'd make a quick stop and take a tour and maybe learn a little bit about this covered bridge. Again, this is one of the few remaining covered bridges in the state of Maryland. If you saw my previous video on the covered bridges of Frederick County, I referenced some other covered bridges in Maryland. This is one of them. I will put a link down in the comments below, so if you want to look at that other video. But let's go take a look at Gilpin Covered Bridge and see how it differs from the other ones and what we can learn about this one. Gilpin's Covered Bridge sits on Route 272, just a mile west of Interstate 95 near Elkton, Maryland. It is the longest covered bridge in the state of Maryland and is built over the Northeast Creek. The bridge was constructed by local bridgewright Joseph Johnson in the autumn and winter of 1860. The bridge was erected adjacent to and upstream of Samuel Gilpin's mill and dam, and crosses the mill pond formed by it. This bridge has a span of 100 feet and is 13.5 feet in width, and it is currently closed to all vehicular traffic. The bridge's trusses, floor beams, ties, and lateral bracing systems are framed entirely of eastern white pine, a species typically favored for wooden bridge framing. The original roof rafters were quite easily identified from those that were replaced in the 1958 roof collapse, which were framed with tulip poplar. The original floor beams were replaced sometime in the 1920s, the bridge's final decade of service, with the mixed species of ash and oak. Here we see our old friend, the burr arch truss, which is type of construction that most covered bridges used. After the 1958 roof collapse, the bridge was restored in 1959 by the state's road commission, and again updated in 2010 to the condition that we see today. Gilpin's covered bridge was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 2008. Alright, let's take a walk around the outside and look underneath the bridge and see if there are any steel beams that were added during the rehabilitation. I'm not seeing anything. It all looks pretty original to me. Here's some pretty cool images I found at the Library of Congress that show the type of construction and the plans for the bridge itself, something I had never come across before. These are pretty cool though. Now I'm standing near the small parking area on the other side of the bridge. I just wanted to come over here and give you a view from the other side of the bridge. It's a pretty nice view from this side. Where the grist mill once stood, and you can see the remains of the dam here and the mill pond which the bridge spans across. I decided to do a little bit more exploring, so I've made my way down a little bit further down the creek here just to kind of take a look from below where the grist mill would have stood and back up towards the bridge. Previously, this site east of the bridge has been the location of several mills throughout the years, with Thomas Gilpin's first flour mill built here in 1735. Other than the bridge and the area surrounding it was named after. From this angle, you can not only see the windows that were formed at the midspan of the bridge, You can also see the ventilation area at the top next to the roof. That was a design element used to try to keep the bridge dry and thus prevent it from rotting. Okay, sorry for all the road noise, but we are right next to a pretty busy road here. Just wanted to say thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and so you might want to consider subscribing to the channel, maybe give me a thumbs up on this little short video. And like I always say, until next time, you never know what you're going to see when you get out and explore with John.